Good evening. I'm surprised that I have a fan. I'm surprised to have Fantacee as a fan. She has always been a source of inspiration to me. But it means poetry is taking another trend in Sierra Leone. And I want to use this time to say thanks to the organizers of this event, um, Nichol Kamara, Nichol Kamara, commonly called Pakamara. I'm a written poet, but some weeks back I tried spoken word poetry. So tonight I'm going to perform a poem titled Reflection. On a thin thread tied to the edges of a cliff sat my motherland, where the battle for freedom was once fought and won in 1961. With no reflection on the past, there is one question I'm left to ask. Who's you been there? Sometimes I take my minds back to things that have been happening in Sierra Leone and use those reflections to mold my thought. What's you been there? All the bad thing the way we can't get and go through. People and still not learn lesson. Palavanaya, Feto Bayanda. Uno feel say this go born good picking. Now true say you never tell big man for come out on the rain. But if big man so get cold and die, but good picking go suffer. So allow me to walk you down memory lane. On January 6, 1999, the enemies invaded Freetown, killed my people, injected mines. Pregnant women were slaughtered, and babies pounded like yam. The story of trauma is still paralyzing. There is no way back to life for those children who were child rebels, as they are still seen as murderers. They are off to lynch or stoned to death in revenge of the life they took during the Civil War. A blink of an eye casted many boys to their darkest world as they were forced to go in between the legs that they came from. With guns to their head, their enemies scream, laugh, and merry. On May 2014, there was no shoulder to lean on as it struck a nation like lightning thunderstorm. The picture is still clear of those bodies who were piled in front of Connaught Hospital. On August 14, 2018, our blessed seasonal downpour turned into our worst nightmare. My people were swept off and covered with a blanket of mud. On August 31st, 2020, it ran down through holes into the lungs, leaving my mass children in the dead end with sneezes and sore throat, with the full of man being the center of it all. The decision we made on 2017 has left us dancing with atrocities and crime against humanity, police brutality, mob justice, increase in prostitution, marginalization of the youth. That decision has left us dancing with the same atrocities. And now the children of Mama Salon are crying for the walls of our country to be reconstructed. So in 5 to 10 years to come, our children will smile when they look at a picture. So don't boast about freedom when you're living in a world of mental slavery. So let your reflection mold your thought. Thank you.